Picture this. Gentle waves, warm sun. You're thinking about Cancun, maybe.
Always a popular thought.
Well, for this deep dive, we've zeroed in on one specific place, the Melia Casa Maya Cancun Hotel.
Okay.
We looked at their website info, naturally, but also a pretty honest recent review.
Good to have both perspectives, the official line and the, on-the-ground reality.
Exactly. So our mission today is basically to give you a real feel for this all-inclusive spot, lay out the key stuff, help you decide if it, fits your vacation style.
And it's interesting right off the bat how they kind of position themselves. It's not just sun and sand. They talk about nature, culture, relaxation. Even the name Casa Maya suggests that. Like, welcome home, but with a nod to the Mayan history.
Yeah, that welcoming home idea definitely comes through in the review we saw. They mentioned recent renovations, made the place feel modern, clean.
Freshness, always a good sign, especially post-renovation.
Totally. So the big question, the rooms. Where are you sleeping? Well, they've got a range, and the good news is most seem to have ocean views.
That's a huge plus in Cancun. Don't want to be staring at a wall.
Right. So you've got the Melia room ocean view and also the level room ocean view. Both are around 441 square feet.
Okay, decent size.
And you can choose between 2 double beds or 1 king bed. Same choice for the suites, the Melia Suite Ocean View and the Level Suite Ocean View, but those are much bigger, like 871 square feet.
Right, good options for couples or families needing more space. And these are all in the Zona Hotelera, the main hotel strip.
Exactly. That's just the Cancun hotel zone, standard location.
Good, good. And having those different sizes is smart for an all-inclusive. Covers different groups. Plus, standard rooms with ocean views, that's not always the case.
No, it's a nice perk. Oh, and they specifically mention rituals, toiletries in the bathrooms.
Ooh, rituals. Yeah, those little luxury touches, they can make a difference, can't they? A bit of pampering.
Totally agree. Now, if you want to, upgrade your experience, there's the level.
The club level concept.
Seems like it. They talk about access to private areas, personalized care. Makes you wonder what that actually means in practice. Maybe dedicated check-in?
Could be, or private lounge, special concierge services, that kind of thing.
But here's the really fun part. Swim-up rooms.
Oh, yeah. Those are always popular.
Imagine. Step out onto your terrace, plop right into the pool. They have the level room swim-up and a suite swim-up the level. Both come with king beds.
Nice. Direct pool access is a big draw, though maybe a little less privacy sometimes compared to a higher floor.
That's a fair point. Depends what you prioritize, I guess. Convenience versus maybe a better view or more quiet.
Exactly.
And for maximum space, maybe a big family, there's the Level Grand Suite. It's huge, 1,119 square feet.
Wow.
King bed, 2 double beds, and a living room. Plenty of space.
Yeah, that definitely caters to larger groups wanting to stay together comfortably. So lots of choice on the accommodation front.
Definitely seems that way. Okay, let's switch gears. Food. Crucial on an all-inclusive trip, right?
Absolutely. Make or break for some people.
So they have 4 restaurants and bars listed. First up is Mercado. Sounds like the main buffet.
Standard all-inclusive feature. Good for variety, picky eaters.
Then there's Cape Now. This one's interesting. It's a buffet by day, but transforms into a seafood restaurant at night.
Ah, a dual-purpose space.
Yes.
Smart use of resources.
Yeah, but the review gave a heads up. You need reservations for the evening seafood part. So plan ahead if that interests you.
Good tip. Always book those specialty restaurants early if you can.
Then there's the grill, also buffet style, but it doubles as the spot for pool and beach snacks.
Convenient. Don't have to wander far from your lounger.
Right. And it's located near Mercado, apparently.
Yeah.
But here's a highlight from the review.
Oh, yeah.
They mentioned the Italian restaurant Casa Nostra, specifically called out a staff member, Brian, and said the food and drinks were unique and unparalleled.
High praise.
Get this, though the reviewer's spouse actually got to go behind the bar and help make their own drink.
No way. That's brilliant.
They said it was hilarious and super memorable. It's those little unexpected things,
Totally. That kind of personalized, fun interaction is what people remember. It shows the staff are engaged.
For sure. However, the reviewer did also mention that the buffet variety could be a bit limited sometimes.
Okay. Common feedback for buffets sometimes.
Their advice was to book dining times early, possibly to get better selection or maybe just better timing before things run low.
Makes sense. Might be worth exploring all the different restaurants rather than just sticking to the main buffet, perhaps.
Good point. Okay, moving on from food. Let's talk fun. Activities, entertainment.
Right. What is there to do besides eat and lounge? Although that's pretty good too.
True. Well, they have direct beach access. And the review specifically said the water is calm and shallow.
Oh, that's key for families with little kids. Safer, less stressful.
Big time. And speaking of kids, huge news. They have a new water park with water slides.
A whole water park. Wow, they're really leaning into the family market.
Seems like it. The reviewer said it opened while they were there, and their kid absolutely loved it.
I bet that's a major addition.
Beyond that, there's the regular outdoor pool, of course. And they mentioned activities for children and general on-site entertainment.
Standard resort stuff, pool games, maybe some shows.
Speaking of shows, this detail from the review sounds wild. Apparently, every evening there are ancient pirate ships and fireworks.
Wait, pirate ships? Like actual ships on the water?
Seems like it. Faux pirate ships sailing by at sunset, then fireworks. Can you imagine?
That's quite the spectacle. Very unique. Adds a bit of theater.
Right. But the review also noted the general nighttime vibe at the resort is quieter.
Okay.
There's a bar with billiards and foosball, but it's not like a big party scene. More relaxed, again pointing towards families or couples looking for chill evenings.
So entertainment provided, but maybe not late night clubbing on site.
Exactly. Oh, and they mentioned the Isla Splash water park is nearby too, if the hotel one isn't enough.
Good to know there are other options close by.
Okay, let's get into the nuts and bolts. Services, practical info.
Yeah, the essential details.
It's officially rated as a 4-star hotel. Check-in starts at 3:00 p.m. Checkout is by 12:00 p.m. Pretty standard.
Yep, standard hotel times.
We've got contact details too. Phone is +52 998 881 050. Email.melia.casa.maya@melia.com.
Useful if people need to reach out directly.
And the address, PLVD, Kukulkan Kilometer 5.5, Zona Hotelera, Cancun, Quintana Roo, Cancun, 77500 Mexico.
Kukulkan Boulevard, the main drag in the hotel zone, kilometer 5.5 puts it sort of towards the northern end, closer to downtown Cancun side.
Sounds about right. Oh, and crucial detail, free Wi-Fi throughout the hotel.
That's basically essential now, isn't it?
Totally. Service-wise, they list the key things. Beach access, that water park, outdoor pool, a VIP lounge, probably linked to the level.
Makes sense.
Family rooms, buffet, room service, the other restaurants, aircon, safe, laundry, security, all the expected stuff.
Covers the bases for an all-inclusive resort experience.
They also had this tagline, Sumérgete en un universo de exclusividad. Immerse yourself in a universe of exclusivity.
Right? Pushing that premium angle again, likely for the level guests.
And just to remind everyone, 4 restaurants and bars in total.
Got it.
Now, for the savvy travelers, Melia Rewards, it's their loyalty program.
Ah, yes. Worth signing up if you travel often or plan to stay at Melia properties again. Points, discounts, maybe some perks.
Exactly. Points, surprises, discounts, flexibility, priority status, the usual loyalty benefits. They also push a best rate guarantee.
Okay. So if you find a cheaper rate elsewhere online for the same dates and room?
Yeah, contact their customer service, and they should match it, maybe even beat it. Standard practice for many hotel chains now encourages direct booking.
Good to be aware of. Of course, rates always vary depending on dates, room type, all that.
Naturally. Now, some more helpful bits from the review. Hotel is wheelchair accessible.
Important info.
And the elevators are efficient. Good practical notes. Location-wise, confirms it's outside the main party zone.
So quieter.
Quieter, yeah, but close to a scenic viewpoint and where those pirate ships depart from. So maybe a good balance, relaxed vibe, but easy access to some attractions.
Could be a sweet spot for people who want that mix.
And here are some real insider tips from the guest review. First, bring your own big insulated cup.
Huh. Classic all-inclusive advice. The resort cups are always tiny.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, avoid constant refills. Second, if you want to play foosball, ask for the soccer balls at reception.
Good to know they have them. Just need to ask. Avoids a frustrating search.
Okay, now a slightly trickier point from the review. Service levels.
Uh-oh. What did they say?
The reviewer felt service could be a bit inconsistent, especially around the pool and beach areas. And they suggested that, well, tipping might make a difference in how attentive staff are, even though tips are technically included.
Right. That's a tricky aspect of all-inclusive sometimes, isn't it? The culture around tipping can still influence things. It's an honest observation, though.
It is. But on the flip side, the same reviewer gave massive shout-outs to loads of staff members by name.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah. Sue from the Kids Club, Fernando, Crisanto, Nirvana, Santos, Brian, the guy from the Italian place, Eric, Moises, Alejandro, Luvia, Christopher, Antonio, a whole list. Called them friendly, helpful.
Wow, that's fantastic. It shows that despite maybe some inconsistencies, there are clearly many staff members providing excellent, memorable service. Naming them is a lovely touch.
Definitely. Now, the review was also upfront about some minor issues, possibly due to the recent reopening.
Okay, good to know. What kind of things?
Things like restaurants sometimes reaching capacity or having slightly limited variety, buffet food not always being piping hot,
Right. Teething problems, perhaps?
maybe. Also mentioned missing door protectors in some rooms leading to noise, a bit of hallway noise carrying. One room had a slightly rusted minibar sink. Small things.
Okay, minor maintenance or finishing touches.
Heavy restroom doors, and sometimes delays in getting water refilled in the room. But, and this is key, they stress their overall experience was still positive.
That's important context. Despite the little niggles, they still had a good time overall.
Exactly. They really praised the renovated facilities, said the beds were comfortable and clean, rooms spacious with those great balconies and ocean views.
So the core elements, the room, the general feel were good.
Yeah. And they enjoyed the shows during Christmas, too. Indigenous-themed ones, Christmas ones. Sounded nice.
Great entertainment then.
One interesting point from someone who'd stayed there before the renovation. They noted the gym and hot tubs were gone.
Oh! No gym or hot tubs now. That's significant for some travelers.
Yeah, they were hoping they might come back. So if a gym or hot tub is a must-have for you, that's a big heads up, currently not available, it seems.
Definitely something to factor in.
Review also mentioned easy green towel service near the pool.
Convenient. Standard pool perk.
And handy. There's a ferry to Isla Mujeres nearby if you fancy a day trip.
Oh, that's great positioning. Easy island escape.
One thing to be aware of, though, is sargassum. The review mentions seaweed on the beach, which can be seasonal in Cancun.
Yeah, sargassum is an issue across the Caribbean at times. Good to check recent reports before booking, though hotels usually do their best to clear it.
True. And one last slightly odd detail. A reviewer thought the filtered water tasted a bit salty.
Okay. Maybe something with their filtration system. Or just a sensitive palate. Minor, but noted.
Yeah, just a small observation. So, wrapping it all up,
Let's summarize.
the Melia Casa Maya Cancun. It looks like a recently updated, pretty family-focused, all-inclusive. It's in a quieter bit of the hotel zone, which could be a pro or con, depending on what you want.
Right. Quieter zone, but still accessible. Major pluses seem to be the new water park, the generally positive feedback on rooms and renovations, and that calm beach area.
And multiple dining options, including that Italian place with the potential for guest bartending.
Ah, yes. Can't forget that anecdote. And generally positive staff interactions mentioned, despite some notes on service variability and minor reopening hiccups.
Exactly. So it seems to offer this blend of relaxation, family fun, but maybe without the huge party scene some Cancun resorts have.
A potentially good fit for families or couples seeking a comfortable, renovated resort with good amenities, aware of the few potential downsides like no gym currently, and the possibility of sargassum.
Which brings us to our final thought for you listening. Thinking about this mix of relaxation, the family stuff, the pirate ships, the location. How does the Melia Casa Maya stack up against your ideal Cancun trip?
Yeah, what's the one thing that really jumps out for your travel style? Is it the water park, the swim-up rooms, the calmer vibe, or maybe the idea of making your own cocktail at Casa Nostra?
Something to chew on as you plan that potential escape to the Mexican Caribbean.